Now, the first speaker, a certified master trainer, career coach, management researcher, and a motivational speaker. A source of inspiration and a certified master trainer, Dr. Farhan Sindh exemplifies the core principles of creative empowerment, possessing extensive expertise as a business instructor, researcher, and career consultant. Dr. Farhan is recognized for his capacity to unleash potential in his audience. He has been invited to numerous platforms nationwide, where he has successfully trained and guided a good number of students. Please give a round of applause for Dr. Farhan Sindh.
Hello, this is Dr. Farhan, and I work as an assistant professor. Since we are celebrating the freedom of thought, so I'll also set myself free and speak my heart out today with you all. So for me, the real freedom is to live your passion. I believe there's nothing like living what you love to do. And what makes me say that? Why do I believe this? It's because of the journey I've had so far. Let's start from the start. Back in 3rd standard in school, as a child, I was no different to other kids who have obsession with flying planes and want to become a pilot. I also wanted to become one. But my energies said something different. They involved me in participating in events which involved poems, participation, allocation, that involved speaking, stage presence. Then in 6th standard, when I would see my elder sister, who was a doctor, wearing a white apron, I wanted to become one too. But my all energies involved me participating in debates and speech competitions by then. Then when I got into 9th standard, I also wanted to lead this country as a bureaucrat even by doing CSS. But then, most of the time of mine would go in counseling and motivating my juniors and colleagues. So my dreams kept changing as I evolved. But one thing remained constant: my love for speaking, or my love for the activities that involved speaking. So participating in debates, winning them, gave me confidence. And that confidence went on to aid my studies as well. I started to do well in my academics as well. And as a result of that, I topped in Hyderabad board in my intermediate education. So I was at a junction of my life where I had to choose one career. One good day, in newspaper, I saw an ad reading, "Join Merchant Navy and see the world." I had watched a movie as a child, Round the World in 180 Days. I thought, what a wonderful career. I'll get to travel and get paid for it too. I said, let's go for it. Now just see, choosing a career based on an external factor that I would get to see the world. I was naive of the fact that how that career would turn out to be. My parents, they gave in to my decision. My friends and everyone around me, they just said that just go ahead and all of that. They believed in me. I went there, and within few months I realized I had made a mistake. I cleared my academics. I even got a gold medal in English subject. But when I landed on ship as a ship engineer, a marine engineer, that's where the real game began. I wasn't happy at all. And you know why? Because as a child growing up, I was an extrovert kid. You can have an idea by the examples I gave you. My energies involved me participating in events of social nature. And here I was with machines, a loner in the middle of the seas, where machines didn't respond to me. They wouldn't talk to me and connect me. Now imagine me talking to a boiler and it's not responding to me. It was boring. For a 21-year-old, a 6-figure salary back then, a man of uniform, I had all great things following me, but I wasn't happy from inside. So my friends were happy, my family was happy, everyone around me was proud of me, but I wasn't happy inside. And one good night from peace, I called my late father and told him, Dad, I'm not happy and I want to come back. He said, son, please think about it. You're young. What will you do when you'll come back? Lots has been invested upon you. Not just the money, but the time, effort and everything. For you, it will be starting from scratch again and it's not easy. I said, Dad, I can get that, but I'm not happy inside. Jokingly, what did he say? He said, Farhan, you're Farhan Zaid, not Farhan Qureshi of Three Idiots. Ke Baba, main khush nahi and main maan jaunga. I said, Dad, I can understand from where you're coming, you're a concerned father, of course, but I'm not happy. He said, fine. If you want to come back, do it. But make sure you're doing it at your own risk. I was ready for it. I said, Farhan, it's now or never. It is the moment where I have to take this decision. Why? Because I'm not happy. I was so sure of my skills and I believed in myself that I'll do something great in life. But this is not what I wanted always. Because if I had become an engineer, I would have become a bad engineer. And I didn't want to be bad in anything I do. I always wanted to be best at whatever I did in life. Then I came back and the real game started now. All the friends, the so-called friends who were there with me when I was leaving on ship, they just vanished. Only a couple of them stayed with me. All my relatives would come home and tell my mom, oh, your son failed? He didn't make it. He couldn't do it. She would cry, it would hit her, and that would hit me too. But as the great Rocky Balboa said, life is not about how hard you can hit. It's about how hard you can get it and keep moving forward. How hard you can take and keep moving forward. That stayed with me. That stayed with me. And I was like, no, Farhan, I'm ready to take all those hits and I'll end up doing great in life because I believed in my skills. That's where I had to take a decision. I took admission in Masters because I had to do something. I had done my graduation. I took admission in MBA because MBA felt trendy back then. That was the reason, to be very honest. I also started working along the lines in United Nations projects as well, from disaster waste management to hospital waste management. So one day in the project of hospital waste management, my team needed someone to come and train the doctors regarding the management of hospital waste. I volunteered for it and I said, I'll do it. Because I believed in my skills. I had never trained before. When I went and trained all the doctors who were in their late 50s, the senior experts, they rose up from their chairs and they told me, you have done a great job, you're a great trainer. Imagine for someone at 21, the amount of motivation. I thought, I have the skill, I've got it, I can pull it off. That gave me confidence. At the very same time, in my MBA, I had to choose a specialization. So there were numerous options like finance and marketing and HR. My dad told me, since you're good at maths, so he said, go for finance. But I found that there's a thing in HR that's training and development. I thought I can become a corporate trainer. Then at the very same time, I heard someone saying that one should go for a career which fulfills two conditions. Make a note of that. One, if you do it 24/7, you don't get tired. B, you must be doing it voluntarily in your normal life. So the only thing I could have done voluntarily, or the only thing I could have done 24/7 without getting paid or without getting burnt out or tired, was speaking only. Because that came natural to me. That was a skill that I was born with, or trained with, or exposed to, whatever you may say. But I had that. And that's where I decided that I will become a trainer. Once my MBA ended, I went on to do a master trainer course and ended up becoming a career trainer. While I was training, I also got the opportunity of teaching in higher education. I grabbed that and started teaching along the lines in higher education university as well. So I was teaching and simultaneously training and both were going well. Because my trainees and students would come and tell me that we enjoy your sessions and lectures. Now imagine for someone at 22, his students in very first semester coming and telling him, because of you we have decided to stay in this university, or we were leaving this university. Or even the trainees, they came up and would tell me that you do make a difference when you train us. Now that was really motivating for me. So while I was doing that, my mentor, a renowned professor, Dr. Imamuddin Khosrow, he guided me that in order to become a great trainer or teacher or whatever you do in life, the practical part of it, you need to back it with great theoretical expertise as well. He told me that, Farhan, theory plus practice is equal to wisdom. So if you want to become a good trainer, a great professor, make sure you do PhD and you go and research in it. So I did my PhD in training and development as well. So by the age of 28, I was a PhD, I was a professor, the assistant professor to be specific, and I was a master trainer. Life felt perfect. Why so? Because by now I had grown into a great teacher or great trainer from the responses of my trainees or students, which I'll share with you. Students coming and telling that because of you, we are able to get this topic perfectly. Parents of the students coming and telling me that because of you, our kids have started studying. And above all, and the most important, it felt like that it'd be like really hard. It was really motivating to listen that the people who dealt depression came and told me that you made us believe in life again. We had given up on life, but because of you, we have started living life. That was really motivating for me. And that made me believe that I am doing something that's different. So now, what do we learn out of this? 3 things. Be fearless. Set yourself free. Do what you want to do. The only barriers there are the ones in your mind. You're only limited by your mind in life. Set yourself free from what all others expect of you. A. B. Never give up on your dreams. Live your dreams, it's your life. Don't live someone else's dreams. Make others believe in your dreams. Make others believe in your dreams and live your dreams. That's where you become great and attain greatness. And third and most important of all, live your passion. There's nothing like doing what you love. There's nothing satisfying than doing what you believe in, what your heart wants you to do. And that will only be possible if you set yourself free in first place. So if you set yourself free, you go on to follow your interest. If you go on to follow your interest, of course, you'll become persistent. Once you become persistent, you go on to become best. Once you become best in something, you go on to attain greatness. And when you're in a position of becoming a great or attaining greatness, you're in a position to make a difference. And my dear, there's no life or there's no passion like making a difference in people's lives. As they say, that there's nothing more rewarding and there's nothing more satisfying than doing what you like. But if it involves helping others, so there's nothing more rewarding than helping others in life. With this, thank you so much.